Sisters and brothers, welcome to, I think, the 109th virtual Catbird Cafe. If someone wants to correct me on that, feel free. And welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Suggested themes today are Bob Dylan, because it's his birthday. I guess today's his birthday?
This week anyway.
Somewhere.
I don't know.
Also Endangered Species Day. And Talk Like Yoda Day. So be afraid, do not. And we're going to get started. It's a short night tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
over early.
And we're going to start off with Mike Delaney, and then Glenn, and then Tom.
It's not a step ladder. It's something you have to put up against the wall.
Sorry, that's my wife in the background.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's
we can't
talking
mute you if you're gonna start.
No, she's talking to somebody on the phone that's gonna come and fix our
fix
thing.
your-
So
yes,
maybe
okay.
Glenn could go first and I'll go second? Would that be possible?
If Glenn's ready, you want to go, Glenn?
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Yes?
Glenn, you ready? Glenn,
Actually,
you there?
she's just getting off the phone.
Yeah,
so
sure. Whatever.
Either way.
Whatever.
Okay, great. You're the man.
All right.
And then we'll get back to Mike as soon as he's ready.
No
And there
problem.
he is. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Glenn Gardner.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Start off. I really couldn't come up with anything appropriate for the theme other than endangered species, of which I feel that I'm one at this point. Every passing day, I'm feeling more that way. But this is a B.J. Thomas song. Does that guitar sound okay to you guys?
That sounds good to me. Anyway.
Okay, just making sure. Just sounded weird in my headphones. Sorry about that. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, let me know now everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling, high on believing you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy, taste stays on my mind. Girl, you keep me thirsting for another cup of wine. Got it bad for you, girl. I don't need no cure. I'll just stay addicted, hope I can endure all the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. You turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling, high on believing you're in love with me. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. You turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling, high on believing you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling.
Nice job.
Not the Ooga Jawa, Ooga Jawa, Ooga Jawa version. But. All right, so next one is one I just kind of recently worked on and got right, although I've been working on it literally for probably 55 years. And I pick it up, and you probably all had songs like that. You pick it up, you put it down, you pick it up, you put it down. Doesn't sound right. I can't get this to work. Anyway, after 55 years, I finally got this one to work, I think. One of the keys was getting the capo up far enough, and the other was just kind of stripping it down. So this is from The Wizard of Oz. I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching, if I only had a brain. I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain. With the thoughts I'd be thinking could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. Not a nothing, my head's all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. And perhaps I'd deserve you, even be worthier of you, if I only had a brain. When a man's an empty kettle, should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. And because I'm presuming I could be kinda human if I only had a heart, I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, awfully sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boys who shoot the arrows if I only had a heart. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. Yeah, it's sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vim and verve. I could show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if I only had the nerve, if I only had a a heart. If I only had a brain.
Oh, man, you
Charming.
got it. You
Oh, that
Oh,
was
thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that was sweet.
All right.
Thanks a lot,
And-
guys.
And here's quiz time. Who played the Tin Man?
Well, you want the original or the guy that took over after the other guy got sick?
Whoever's in the movie.
Oh, it was
Or were
Ray
they
Bolger.
both?
It was Ray Bolger, I think. And
That's right.
but
Now,
Buddy
what-
Ebsen actually had the role first, and
right. That's
was
true.
allergic to the copper makeup that they used, and he
Right, I
almost
forgot
died.
that story.
So-
Wow.
And what about the Scarecrow? Who played the Scarecrow?
I think the Scarecrow was Ray Bolger, and Bert
Bert
Right.
Lahr.
Lahr was
Lahr
the
lion.
was the lion.
That's
Yeah.
right. Bert
And
Lahr.
Jack Haley.
Jack Haley was this Tin Man. Yeah.
Man,
Okay, yeah.
great stuff.
He worked at the Charlestown Navy during World War II.
Who did, what,
I didn't hear that.
Who did Phil? What?
Jack Haley worked at the Charlestown Navy during World War II.
Oh.
Hence the enunciation every time he said heart was actually hot. They ever had a hot? I need a hot.
Right. Oh, Glenn, thank you. That was really wonderful.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks.
Wait, do it.
All right, what else you got?
Oh, he did two already.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm not here. And Mike, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Thank you, Glenn Gardner, and let us welcome Mr. Mike Delaney.
Thank you. Thanks.
Go Mike. Go Mike.
Thanks, Tom. I'm ignoring the theme tonight. I played my favorite Dylan song last week, but I'm gonna play a song about my favorite food to start with. I don't always eat what I'm supposed to. I don't always eat what I should. These simple words I have lived by. If it's healthy, it's probably not good. But my belly is bulging outwards. My blood sugar's out of control. And my LDL has all gone to hell. My lifestyle has taken its toll. But I hope they have home fries in heaven. 'Cause by God, that's my favorite food. When I'm eating heavenly home fries, I'm one fat, satisfied dude. But if I can't have home fries in heaven, I don't need no heavenly glow. No frying potato, then I will just wait. Oh, I don't think that I want to go. The problem's not really the home fries. It's the bacon and eggs alongside. Or sausage or ham or kielbasa and buttered toast along for the ride. It's like I'm slowly sinking in quicksand, swallowed up by an ocean of lard. I have this feeling my blood is congealing and my arteries all have turned hard. But I hope they have home fries in heaven, 'cause by God, that's my favorite food. When I'm eating heavenly home fries, I'm one fat, satisfied dude. But if I can't have home fries in heaven, then I don't need no heavenly glow. No frying potato, then I will just wait. Oh, I don't think that I want to go. When I die, I'll go up to St. Peter, and I'll ask him to let me come in. He'll take one look at my belly and say, dude, your life's been a sin. And he'll send me down to Lucifer. But I think that's probably swell. Without no bitchin', I'll say hello, Hell's Kitchen, 'cause I'm sure they'll have home fries in hell. But I hope they have home fries in heaven, 'cause by God, that's my favorite food. When I'm eating heavenly home fries, I'm one fat, satisfied dude. But if I can't have home fries in heaven, I don't need no heavenly glow, no frying potato, then I will just wait. Oh, I don't think that I want to go. No frying potato, then I will just wait. Oh, I don't think that I want to go.
Yeah,
Oh,
me neither.
yeah. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, Nico's, Jackson Square in Weymouth has the best breakfast there. Eggs over easy are always perfect. The home fries are great. Oh,
Yeah, we love going there.
Check it out.
You're a hunk.
Thanks, Angela. So this song is by Dave Carter, the late Dave Carter. This is an excellent recording of it by the Kennedys, my friends the Kennedys. It's called When I Go. Come, lonely hunter, chieftain and king, I will fly like the falcon when I go. Bear me, my brother, under your wing, I will strike fell like lightning when I go. I will bellow like the thunder drum, invoke the storm of war, a twisting pillar spun of dust and blood up from the prairie floor. I will sweep the foe before me like a gale out on the snow, and the wind will long recount the story, reverence and glory when I go. Spring spirit dancer, nimble and thin, I will leap like coyote when I go. Tireless entrancer, lend me your skin, I will run like the gray wolf when I go. I will climb the rise at daybreak, I will kiss the sky at noon, raise my yearning voice at midnight to my mother in the moon. I will make the lay of long defeat and draw the chorus slow. I'll send this message down the wire and hope that someone wise is listening when I go. And when the sun comes, trumpets from his red house in the east, he will find a standing stone where long I chanted my release. He will send his morning messenger to strike the hammer blow, and I will crumble down uncountable in showers of crimson rubies when I go. Sigh, mournful sister, whisper and turn, I will rattle like dry leaves when I go. Stand in the mist where my fire used to burn, I will camp on the night breeze when I go. And should you glimpse my wandering form out on the borderline between death and resurrection and the council of the pines, do Do not worry for my comfort, do not sorrow for me so. And your diamond tears will rise up and adorn the sky beside me when I
What a beautiful song.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I'd never heard that song.
Beauty. Nice, Mike.
It's on that list of songs I wish I had written.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
Me too.
It's a good one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
And I'm going to stop my recording.
Okay.
Okay. Well done.
Thank you.
And by the way, John McHugh called in. He's not able to make it because, and he says that he hopes he doesn't get OEG because of it. But that's all right. And he's saving his strength in his voice because tomorrow evening he's going to be the featured performer on WATD FM.
And the only performer.
And the only one. That's right. 95.9 on your FM dial or 959watd.com. You can reach them everywhere, and their phone number is available, and so everybody should just call them and make fun of him. You know, so.
They like it when people call into the station
Yeah.
during the show.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Where's Tom Maynard?
Tom Maynard is here.
He is. Oh, he's got my favorite background there.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I
That's so
love it.
beautiful.
All right, folks, put your little hands together for Tom Maynard.
Thank you. So I probably would. This isn't really a song that goes along with the theme either. And I'm going to try for my second song. I'm actually going to try to share a video, partially to prepare myself for sharing videos tomorrow at the Musicians for the Greater Good concert to stop violence against Native women, which is happening tomorrow afternoon at 5, which I'm sure Stephen and Kathy will talk more about later.
You betcha.
This is just, I don't know why I decided to do this song tonight, but it kind of wants to come out. This is called The Balance. Where the hell are we going? Where have we been? Seems we're running in circles. Look, we've come round again. You'd think with lessons learned we'd make a different choice. Instead, it seems we've lost our voice. Collective amnesia and laryngitis too. Letting someone else define what's true. Watch the rain come tumbling down to nurture and give birth, but too much rain can flood and drown all the children of the earth. Somewhere there's a wildfire raging for want of all this rain. We have to find a balance once again. We have to find a balance once again. They've got us fearing our shadows. That's how they keep in control. Narrow down our vision and tightening their hold. They keep on reminding us of all we have to lose. With every story on the evening news, they shine their blinding light to dazzle in our eyes, while sleight of hand obscures the lies. Watch the rain come tumbling down to nurture and give birth. But too much rain can flood and drown all the children of the earth. Somewhere there's a wildfire raging for want of all this rain. We have to find a balance once again. Help us find a balance once again. Yes, there's a fire raging, it's burning out of control. Injustice is tinder and anger fans the coals. If only a soothing rain could take away the heat. But hatred pounds a violent beat, and vengeance blinds the eye to any other way. A chance is lost that grief betrays. All chance is fading into gray, and love is lost amidst the fray. Watch the rain come tumbling down to nurture and give birth. But too much rain can flood and drown all the children of the earth. Somewhere there's a wildfire raging for want of all this rain. We have to find a balance once again. Help us find a balance once again. We have to find a balance once again.
Yeah. Truer words were never sung.
Yeah, that's a prayer.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for that. So I'm going to try to do a share now. This is so a friend of mine just went through surgery, and so I created a music video for her as sort of a bouquet. And what I did is I collected photos of flowers around my yard, and then I put an original tune behind it. So let me see if I can make this work. I think I can share it. You guys, hopefully I have permission to do that. So let me give it a shot.
Yeah, you shouldn't need permission, but I can make you co-host if it makes sense.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Looks like it's letting me. So
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you seeing that?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
All right. Let's see if you can hear it too.
Yep.
We hear it. That's right.
You need the flowers? What a beautiful
Wow.
bouquet.
Wow, that was boy,
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
indeed.
Tom Maynard,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
Beautiful
Thank
song,
you.
beautiful images.
Yeah. Can we come camp out in your backyard?
There's certainly room.
That's that gorgeous.
It's
Gorgeous,
really, really, really
gorgeous
pretty.
yard.
Yes. Pretty music, too.
And lovely music.
Yes.
Yeah, really.
And while we're on the subject, what?
Did all of that come from your backyard, Tom?
Yes, everything that was there is in my backyard.
Wow,
Yeah.
Just
Lucky
beautiful,
man.
bro. Beautiful.
Thank
Yeah.
really.
It's just stunning.
Yeah.
So Tom is going to be performing tomorrow night, as well as being the Zoom engineer for the Musicians for the Greater Good benefit to prevent violence against Indigenous women. We'll be raising money for the Indian Law Resource Center, and in addition well, I'll be emceeing it. And in addition to Tom, Marianne McAllister will be performing, Mike Delaney, Kim Moberg, Bob Uvello, Ron Israel, David Jackson, Jay Cunningham, Mark Bishop Evans, Jan Seides, and the the cause is that in the United States, violence against indigenous women has reached unprecedented levels on tribal lands and in Alaska Native villages. The Indian Law Resource Center collaborates with Native women's organizations and Indian nations to change and improve United States law that unjustly restricts Indian nations from adequately investigating, prosecuting, and punishing these crimes against all perpetrators. And to learn more about the Indian Law Resource Center, go to indianlaw.org. Thank you. And now let us pay a visit to the Peanut Gallery and see how J-Nut is doing.
J-Nut.
There she is. How you doing?
Okay.
I dig what you say about bacon and eggs. I love them, and they are good. Remember when they said
High
that
protein.
eggs were bad for you?
It's
They did studies show that eggs are bad for you, but they forgot to factor in the bacon. Yep.
It's protein.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No carbs. No sugars.
Right.
Ah.
I want some now.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, I had 2 egg wraps from Dunkin' Donuts this morning, with bacon and egg and cheese and.
I'm not going to discuss the wraps with you.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to discuss the wraps.
Oh, okay, all right. You have strong feelings about those wraps. Okay.
Not my favorite kind of music.
Oh, wrapping. Oh,
Oh, he's talking about a tortilla.
no, tortilla. Oh, you are a trip.
You begged for it.
Yeah, it's true, and I deserved it. Yeah. What else you got?
Not much.
Well, glad you're here.
That's enough.
Yeah,
That's enough for you to be here.
yeah.
All right. God bless you. And we'll come back to the States now.
Yeah.
And go on with Jimmy Lunsford, Angela Mashali, and Dan Zampino. Oh, James. They used to call him Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his nickname when he was young.
When he had hair.
Yeah.
When he had hair.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, Jimmy, good to see you.
Yeah, Jimmy in the house, Parker.
He's good, thanks. Sleeping next
Sleeping.
to me. We're in a new dig now. We're in the Motel 6.
Ooh.
They left the light on for us.
Good for them.
Very good.
All right.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
Tom Bodette.
Tom Bodette. That's right. Thanks, man. All right, people, give it up for Jimmy Lunsford.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy!
Yeah, everybody. Tom, that was beautiful, man. That was amazing. You wouldn't happen to be able to share that on YouTube or anything, would you? Or
It is out on YouTube, and I can I'll throw a link into the chat.
awesome, awesome. And it'd be okay if we shared that like on Facebook or something.
For sure, for sure.
Excuse me while I take a drink. I'm having to gather myself. That thing was just so beautiful. Okay. So, endangered species is where I'm going, and I played this song for you recently. It's a song I've played for you several times over the years, and it doesn't speak to endangered species directly, but certainly indirectly. And then my second song, in reality, has nothing to do with endangered species, but metaphorically can be loosely associated. Very loosely. This is called 196 Nations. For the sake of conversation, 196 nations, let's say, have an obligation to each other now, to be like we teach our children, be kind, respectful, and willing to blow into the wind to help each other out. What would kings and presidents think of the planet's residents doing without precedence? What should have been done by now? Finding ways and common grounds to coexist without the sounds of thunder in the cloudless skies of hopes and vows. For the sake of conversation, 196 nations, let's say, believe conservation is worth the effort now. Stop killing whales and elephants for the sake of opulence, and define their relevance by redefining ours now. Well, let's talk about the weather. Will we ever get it together and leave the earth better off in the way we found it? 'Cause right now it ain't looking good in this neck of the woods. You don't have to hug a tree to wrap your arms around it. And 196 nations had a single revelation, that 196 nations did agree that for the sake of every nation, 196 nations agreed to agree and to not agree to disagree. For the sake of conversation, 196 nations, let's say, make a reservation for 196 guests at the table of the hungry. For the power and the money, let them drink until they're funny, and then feed them this. You are living on a planet where you've taken it for granted that whatever seeds you've planted yield progress and revenue. But the problem with that thinking, even as you sit here drinking, is the planet's really shrinking, and it is for you too. there's a home. There's a point of no return where we'll see this planet burn itself into an urn that can't be lived in. So when you lie on your deathbed, will you have a clear head, or of your children ask instead to be forgiven? And 196 nations had a single revelation that 196 nations did agree. For the sake of every nation, 196 nations agreed to agree and to not agree, to disagree. For the sake of every nation, 196 nations agreed to agree and to not agree, to disagree.
We always love that. That's a true anthem. It's really anthemic.
Really is.
Really
Yeah.
is.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Real-
Oh, it certainly
It's
does.
so awesome.
And I agree with Glenn Gardner, by the way, that we are an endangered species.
Yeah.
That'll be the first song on the album
All right.
Oh, good.
whenever it finishes. And this is a dedicate this song for our endangered species. It has nothing to do with endangered species. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an empty. I walked out this morning and wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought I'd see you again. Would you been walking would you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand, and I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought I'd see you again. Been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. But there's hours of time on the telephone line, talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought I'd see you, baby, one more time again. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around. thought I'd see you fire and rain.
Yeah.
Oh, good one, Jimmy.
Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Jimmy Lunsford.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's a dramatic tan you're rocking there too.
It's all about the darkness in this room, I think. I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right.
Everything is orange in here. If it's not.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I like it. I
Wow.
like Ronnie Reagan's hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Glad you were back tonight.
Yes.
Jimmy. We missed
Thanks,
you,
James.
Missed you before.
Love you, man.
See you guys. Love you guys too. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Great to be here.
Yay. Yeah.
All right. We move along now to the Michele Zampino residence.
What night?
And there's the Michele part.
Yeah, Angela.
Yeah, looking good. Looking really summery there. Yeah.
So,
Hold on a second. Please join me in welcoming Angela Michele.
Yeah.
thank you. So, I wanted to thank, we received 2 wonderful gifts this week, and I wanted to say thank you, Dan and I, to say thank you. One was we received Stephen's new CD, Leftovers. Thank you. We're very excited to get it. We'll be taking a longer drive very soon, and we're going to do it on the drive or maybe at our house. We're not sure, but we will listen to it very carefully, and we're very excited about that. The other surprise was Ellis, and I don't know if Judy's here, but
Yeah, I'm here.
oh, okay. Well, Ellis, I guess Judy Ellis, but sent us the T-shirt of the Fescos disc from last week. The Fescos disc.
Oh wow. That's
So
great.
Dan has it, and it's wonderful, and we were just like very blown away by that. That was so sweet.
All right.
Oh my God, that was so
Yay.
nice.
Yay.
So I have 2 songs with the theme of Bob Dylan. The first one is the song "Diamonds and Rust" that Joan Baez wrote about Bob Dylan, and the second one is a Bob Dylan song. So I'll do the Joan Baez first. Let me start over again. Sorry about that. I'll be damned. Here comes your ghost again. That's not unusual. Just that the moon is full. You happen to call. Here I sit and on the telephone, hearing the voice I'd known of love light years ago, heading straight for fall. As I remember, your eyes were bluer than robin's eggs. My poetry was lousy, you said. Where are you calling from? years ago, I bought you some cufflinks. You brought me something. Both know what memories can bring. They bring diamonds and rust. When you first came on the scene, already a legend, the unwashed phenomenon, original vagabond, straight into my arms. There you stay, temporarily lost at sea. The Madonna was yours for free. Girl on the half shell could keep you unharmed. Now I see you standing with brown leaves falling around, snow in your hair. Now you're smiling at that crummy hotel room on Washington Square. A breath comes out, white cloud mingles and hangs in the air. Speaking strictly from me, we both could have died then and there. Now you're telling me you're not nostalgic. Then give me another word for it. You were so good with words and with keeping things vague. 'Cause I need some of that vagueness now. It's all come back too clearly. Yes, I love you dearly. And if you're offering me diamonds and rust, I've already paid. I've already paid. I've already paid.
Oh, great job, Angela.
Oh my!
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
you
Angela.
do that better than
Beautiful
Joan
done.
did.
Beautiful.
Honestly, you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
One of my favorite songs. You did it justice.
So
Thank you.
beautiful.
I love that song. Now we'll do a Bob Dylan song. Well, there ain't no use in sitting and wonder why, babe. If you don't know by now, ain't no use in sitting and wonder why, babe. It'll never do somehow. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You'll be the reason I'll be traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. And there ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. The light I'd never known. There ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. wish there was something you could do or say and try to make me change my mind and stay. But we never did too much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's alright. No, there ain't no use in calling out my name like you never done before. There ain't no use in calling out my name. I can't hear you anymore. I'm thinking and I'm wondering and I'm walking down the road. I once loved a man, a child, I'm told. I gave him my heart, but he wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, babe. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye is too good a word, babe. So I just say very well. And I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just wasted my precious time. But don't think twice, it's alright. But don't think twice, it's alright. Hey, don't think twice, it's alright.
Ah, nice.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Angela Mashali.
Woo. Nice job, Angela.
That was fun.
My.
All right, Dan, just give me a minute to get myself out of here.
Because next, Dan is coming in.
Let me see here. I think I should speak into the microphone.
No, it's good. You're good. It's pretty loud.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
All right, sisters and brothers, now give it up for Dan Zampino.
I think I am loud enough. I hope I am. I have a quick story to tell, not a poem directly related to Dylan, although indirectly. But a story was about my experience with seeing Dylan. When I was 17, I went to see Dylan with my juvenile delinquent friends. And we went to a place called the Nassau Coliseum, which is in Hempstead, New York. And it was the first time that he got to play after his incident at Newport back in '65. This was 6 months later. I had no idea about the Newport thing because, frankly, at that point in my life, I had never been north of Bridgeport. So Newport, I couldn't tell you Newport from Newton from Newfoundland. They were all off limits. Some places I never heard of. But at any rate, Dylan came in '66, and I was working in a grocery store when I heard of my friend who was working at the deli department start commenting, singing some of the Dylan lyrics. And I said, "You into Dylan, man?" So my friend, his name was Slick. So I said, "Slick, can you get me tickets?" So Slick said, "Sure." And so Slick and I and two other juvenile delinquents, all went to see Dylan. And of course, because we were the newbies on the block, we sat for the first set in the far reaches of the bleachers, way up in the hills. And Dylan did his first set acoustic, and he was brilliant. He did Desolation Row. It was one of the greatest performances I've ever seen of anything in my life. Still, to this day. But what happened was during the intermission, we all went running down toward the stage, which is what you do during intermissions. And Dylan came out strapped to an electric guitar, and a bunch of young teeny boppers came chasing after him. He was so pale, he looked very sickly. I was about 20 feet away from him. It's amazing that he's still with us. But he was his face was about as white as this paper that's sitting in front of me. So I went back up to the bleachers and to the seat, faraway seats. Got to hear him play, but as soon as he started to play electric, the entire lower area, which was the area where most of his old fans sat, they all stood up and walked out. They left the entire. They left the. They wouldn't refuse. They refused to hear him do electric. These were the same people who probably tomatoed him in Newport several months earlier. They were infuriated with him. So suddenly there were empty seats. So what did we do? We went racing down to those seats, and we got to see the second set in the I was about 6 rows in. Got a great view of Dylan and his crowd playing. So that was my Dylan story. I'm not going to do a Dylan poem, but I am going to do a poem that I haven't done in quite a while, about Dylan's brotherly rival, Phil Oakes. Phil Oakes was unfortunately he suffered a tragic end, which is what this poem is about. He was a rival and friend of Dylan's. Dylan once said to him, "I wish I could write lyrics like you." So that shows you the respect that Dylan had for Phil Oakes. But unfortunately, Phil melted down during the early 70s. We know that story. That's what this poem is about. I was working in one of these chains, these retail chains. They had locked me in, and I was there for 8 hours, basically cleaning the whole place out. That was my job for the night. I worked a night shift, and during that time, they had the radio on to keep me awake. And that was the night that Phil Oakes had committed suicide. I heard that story again and again, and I wrote a poem about it years later, called "When the Music Died." When the music died, I was in a department store hired by some multinational to sweep its sterile floors. I was alone into the deep night, where I needed the radio blaring to keep me awake. Words lifted out of its speakers. Phil Oakes is dead. Death by hanging. Death was self-inflicted. He just couldn't get himself out of the 60s, I remember thinking, and feeling desolate. Muffled voice, lyrics without sound. Only the good die before they should. We who survive are shamed by our living. Soothing frolic of a song, stern melody and joy. Yes, joy. When I kissed a girl, we being 19, and she was a poet, and she read me her poetry, how words had been her salvation from teenage despair. We all had despair. She wanted to know what I'd do if I was drafted and forced to fight in Vietnam. And on the turntable came the music. Phil Oakes, a delicious tenor, military school trained pacifist. I ain't marching anymore. He had turned against his warrior's training, yet his hand had turned against his fragile ceramic self. Taut rope, it was reported. There was hope when I was 19 and I kissed the girl when she recited me her poetry. And we were younger than young, and she played me her Phil Oakes recordings, his languid lift of words like violets that had flared our youthful nostrils. As we kissed amid the swill of his lyrics, we still had hope. Phil Oakes didn't seem to get out of the 60s. The 60s, when we believed in revolution and justice and love, blossoming love, filled with boundless possibility. War was death, and the bard sang of nobility infused with pacifism. But he died. by a self-inflicted gesture, crucified by his own unforgivingness. War, he sang, was mendacity. War was foolhardy. War was the devil's work, and we had aligned ourselves like fragments of stardust to swirls of light against dark. Phil Oakes was our troubadour. Wherever there was resistance, Phil Oakes wrote about it. It was his testimony. I ain't marching anymore. Flight of his melodies, and two 19-year-olds, lips pressed, prone to pressing, interweaving breaths, and words that were our sweet salvation, our hope against our despair, before she faded into crusty memory. A stage front gone dark, haunting the emptiness of 100 memories ago. I hadn't heard Phil Oak's silken voice when weary I sat and recalled callous shelter of a department store, the dreaded intervening years. Over the radio, the words, like a tidal, emptied into the vacuous basin of my life. When the music died, in an abandoned department store, sequestered until my janitor's labors were complete. It was going to be a long, long, long night before the sun would rise again. Thank you.
Outstanding. Oh man. When you're done now, I got to tell my Dylan story.
Yeah, Phil Oakes and Bob Dylan do have some sort of a brotherly connection. Phil Oakes also was close to Victor Parra, who was killed by Pinochet in the early 70s, and that really set him off. There was a lot of very, very important musicians coming out of that period that Butch Dylan was probably the most known. Joan Baez, Judy Collins, Joni Mitchell, and so forth. And their music is still with us, Richie Havens. I'm going to do a very different poem because Angela posted a photograph of the two of us at Matala Beach. What was the Joni Mitchell song? She she wrote a song about Matala. What was it called?
I forget the name of the song, but it's about Matala Beach.
Yeah, she spent time there in the late 60s. We were there in 2004, which was that's right, during the Olympics. Greece had the Olympics, and that was 18 years ago.
That's where the Festos disc comes from.
Right, that's right. The Festos the shirt that we got came from that trip. Matala Beach was a very special place, so I'm going to read this poem. Matala Beach. Boston, Zurich, Athens, Crete. We came from Heraklion, Amadora, Festos, Gorton. We came from small roads, Kazantzakis-inspired villages. Little children danced to rooster music, alleyways disguised as highways, Good Friday bell music, priestly chants as old as Paul the Apostle. We came from meander through beach villas where Turks and hippies char highway time haunts, where semantic swarming warriors screech throat-clearing screams I could still hear. Guided by Virgil's prophecy of Aeneas' father, earth-smelling Anchises, Cretan common man sleeping with a goddess, succored innocence before his son's births an empire. Stop! Matala Beach. Stop! We came from ends of earth, ends of time, told to stop. Resist temptation to scurry to other worlds. Listen. Today is life. Today is all that matters. Paradise's little parcel. You won't know Greece until you feast your eyes, digest what you've eaten. You won't know Greece until you stop. Matala Beach, this is where you belong. Nowhere else. American soliloquy. Action is security. American heresy. Latitude induces wonder. Oceanic wonder. Sniff of salt. Pillar of salt. Rock speak, you listen. Sky speaks, you hear it rumble. Snow mountains rise out of tropical sea. Temple of the gods. Visions come to those who do nothing. Today is forever. Today is all that happens. Stillness succors reverence. Don't go anywhere until you've seen everything there is to see right where you are.
Tell them that that's what was written in the
Wow.
That was written. A lot of those words were, today is everything. Yeah, those words were written in big letters, in English no less. On stone. Yes. Today is forever. Tomorrow never comes, were the words written. And it's a reminder that we're here for the time that we are, and we better be appreciative of it.
Right.
Because it disappears, so enjoy what you have, no matter what it is.
That's right. Because it's always.
And Montella Beach is the expression of that.
Like the Zen of Greece.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Thank you.
Now, and it's still now, and it's still now. Give it up for Dan Zampino.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
I do, however, have to say, and I may offend, but I consider it part of my job to offend. That I have little respect for people who think that they're superior beings because they don't like this kind of music or don't like that kind of music. I was at Newport in '65 when Dylan went electric, and by the way, there were no tomatoes, and what it did for me is it short-circuited my folky pretensions and supercharged my rock and roll soul. And I thank Dylan for making that major change in my life. And I hear somebody's guitar. I wonder if it might be Cowboy Bobby Bellows.
It might be Cowboy Bobby Bellows.
It is, isn't it? There he is.
Hooray.
All right, great. Put them together, please, for Cowboy Bob Uvello.
Thank you. I just put it on gallery view because it was entirely too much Cowboy Bob Uvello to suit me on the screen. So, well, I was told recently that I don't do enough love songs, so I'm going to do a couple of love songs. If I wasn't all you wanted, if I wasn't even close, the only hope that I made you smile, maybe more than once in a while. If you never felt the blessing, if you only made it through, the only hope that I made you smile, maybe more than once in a while. Ooh, hope I made you smile more than once in a while. If we sleep right through the ending, if we slowly fade away, I only wish I'd gone that extra mile, maybe more than once in a while. If I wasn't what you wanted, if I wasn't even close. The only hope that I made you smile, maybe more than once in a while. Hope I made you smile more than once in a while. Hope I made you smile more than once in a while.
Nice one, Bob.
Did you write that?
Cool. That's a song written by Shane Nicholson, who's an Australian singer-songwriter. And one of the reasons that I like him so much is that it's impossible to place him in a genre. He's a kind of folk, kind of country, kind of rock, so Shane Nicholson, worth looking up. Well, this next one's a love song too. It's a different kind of love song. It's called Wood and Stone. Wood and Stone, not wooden stone. Wood and Stone. I actually did this song here a few weeks ago, and I listened to it, and I was pretty happy with the lyrics, but I hated the musical arrangement. I said, oh man, that was just plain wrong. And trust me, it's more difficult to unlearn a melody than it is to learn a melody. So I wrote entirely different music for it, but the first few times I played it, it was really hard to get the old melody out of my head, and actually different rhythm, different melody, and but I like this better. It's called Wood and Stone, and it's a love song. Once was a pathway worn down the middle, the hallway's old oak wood floor led to a room where my memories were stored, with my unfinished songs filling boxes and drawers. Boxes and drawers. Is it wrong to love wood and stone? Is it wrong to love earth and trees? Is that reserved only for flesh and bone? And if that's true, what does it say about me? And the walls were hung with fading photographs. Back in the days when it felt like I could fly, echoes of laughter and tears of years gone by. Rodeo posters from my rambling days, rambling, gambling days. Is it wrong to love wood and stone? Is it wrong to love earth and trees? is that reserved only for flesh and bone? If that's so, what does that say about me? Yeah, there were trees, a tall and mighty stem, that were planted by my own hands. Walls of stone I laid, marked each man's land. Now my roots cling only to the wind and sand. To the wind and the sand. Is it wrong to love wood and stone? Is it wrong to love earth and trees? Is that reserved only for flesh and bone? Now if that's so, what does it say about me? Once was a pathway worn down the middle, but always old oak would flow. Led to a room where my memories were stored, with my unfinished songs filling boxes and drawers. Boxes and drawers.
Nice.
Real nice.
Yeah. Sweet.
Right on topic, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. That's Bob Ubello, folks.
Thanks a lot.
Right.
And Bob's going to be on the show tomorrow.
That's right. Bob will be on the show tomorrow. Where's Tracy? How's Tracy?
Tracy just arrived. She was, well, here she can speak for herself.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi,
How you
Steve.
doing?
Good. How you doing?
Much better, thank you.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah.
Yep. And of course, Bob and Tracy and Kathy and Phil and Cynthia all went out for a nice walk today at the Ware River Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Great.
very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It's a good thing you do.
Yeah, it's fun to have a group of people just to get together for something social.
Yeah.
That's right.
A little
And
bit of
outdoors and
exercise.
active.
And we saw some great pigs.
Yeah, the pigs were awesome.
Yeah, I saw the shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks,
Tracy.
Tracy.
Good to see
All right.
you
Good
again.
to see you all.
All right.
And because it's getting on, because we don't have a whole lot of folks playing tonight, let's check in with into the peanut gallery and see what Karen's doing.
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
It's good.
What's up? What's been going on?
Just keeping busy with work. Still
Good.
loving it, which is great.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Trying
I'm
to keep-
sorry I was. Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
I'm sorry I was too sick to make my presentation.
That's okay. We'll have you come up in a few weeks.
Okay. Very
So
good.
you'll be there. Yep, June 9th. We got you.
All right.
Cool. And I've been just trying to keep my parents put, which is not easy. My mom started with COVID last week,
Oh.
and she seems to be doing better now. My dad now has it, And, he still has some symptoms, but he seems to be doing a little better too. So that's
thank
good.
goodness.
Have they been vaccinated?
The last time they were was in September. So it's been a while.
So they didn't have their boosters?
They did have a booster in September.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very well. Well, God bless them. And
We wish them well.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you. They did get meds. Mom got the pills and Dad got the infusion. So,
Excellent.
yeah. So,
All right.
yeah. Getting there.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks.
Good. Love you.
Good to see you.
You too.
And now, because again, we're strapped for time, before we get on to the snake and Ron Israel and Ellis
and
Judy and then Phil and then Rich Barrett if he ever shows up and Freddie K. It's time for a word from our sponsor.
Okay, folks, as you know, part of the reason we're here, large part of the reason we're here is to support the New England Wildlife Center and their wonderful work. And we have been very grateful for all the support that the Catbird Café community has done for the New England Wildlife Center all along throughout our live performances and our online performances. But once again, we have to ask, there's a lot going on at the center right now, of course, with orphan and injured baby animals. And a quick story for this week when what's happening right now is there are a lot of trees being taken down, or trees that fell down are now being cut up and removed that fell down during storms in the winter. And one tree company was cutting up a log that they had cut down from a tree, and they cut into the log, and then they realized, ooh, there's owls in here, and they stopped cutting, and they called the New England Wildlife Center, and they sent over a team of people to try to extricate the owls from the nest and see if they could save them. And it turned out what they had to do was take the whole log, big, huge, heavy log, back to the center so they could x-ray it and see what was inside and then determine what to do about it. So they did. They saw that there were babies in there.
Owlets.
And they figured out a way to extricate them. In the process, the mom was in there too, but the mom had been cut by the saw, so she was dead. And so that's just a lesson. Not that we're doing log cutting ourselves, but if you have a tree that's down and you're going to hire someone to take care of it, make sure that they look and try to figure out any cavities, any holes in the trees, anything might be the home of a critter.
Yeah.
So you got to check first.
And it's so cute that a lot of tree guys bring us squirrels that become homeless from the trees that they cut down. It happens a lot. So how can people
So you all
give
know
their
how to
money?
donate. Anywildlife.org is the fastest, easiest way to do a donation. If you prefer a check and snail mail, 500 Columbian Street, South Weymouth, Massachusetts, 02190. And once again, we just appreciate all of you and thank you for your support.
That's Kathy Donlin. All right. Now, let us move on. All you Israelites, to Ron Israel. That's what we call.
Wait a minute. You skipped the snake.
Oh, geez. Oh, no. Oh, he'll never talk to me. That's a big mistake.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
You got your page all scribbled over.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's, how are you?
Oh, decent.
I doubt that. But excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the snake.
Good evening, everybody. I'm completely off topic tonight. This is a song from 1926. It's written by Ray Henderson, Buddy DeSilva and Lou Brown. They took the breeze in the trees, singing weird melodies, and they played that as the start of the blues. And from a jail came the wail of a downhearted frail, and they made that a part of the blues. From a whippoorwill high on a hill, they took a new note, pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a blue note, and then they nursed it, rehearsed it, gave out the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. From a whippoorwill high on a hill, they took a new note, pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a blue note, and then they nursed it, rehearsed it, gave out the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues, that the Southland gave birth to the blues.
Nice.
This is a traditional song. I have no idea how old it is or who wrote it. But it's a pretty thing. Down in some lone valley, there's a lonesome place where the wild birds do whistle their songs to increase. Fare thee well, my pretty Sarah, I'll bid thee adieu, and I'll dream of pretty Sarah wherever I go. And I understand she wants a freeholder who has house and land. I'll never possess her with silver or gold, dream of pretty Sarah wherever I go. ocean and could write a fine hand. I'd write my love letter that she'd understand. I'd write it by the river where the cool waters flow. And I'll dream of pretty Sarah wherever I go.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Beautiful song. The inimitable Eric the Snake Gluckson. Thanks, Snake. Now we're on Israel.
Yes, now we're on Israel.
Right? Okay. What do you think, Ron? You think your followers should be called Israelites?
Actually, the list says right now is Steve Martin.
Yes, but he's not playing.
He bailed.
He's a pussy. So
maybe you could prevail on him to.
And Ron, we already talked a lot about tomorrow's MGG concert, but I was hoping that you might tell us a little bit about next month's concert.
Okay, well, I'll say a word about tomorrow's concert. We have some really good Native American musicians, including Jay Cunningham, Kim Moberg, and a woman named Kali Bennett, who is a Navajo singer-songwriter extraordinary. Really good. So, and next month we are going to do a concert focused on abortion rights, probably, sadly to say, to coincide with the official ruling of the Supreme Court on this, which we don't anticipate to have changed a lot. So if you're interested in performing on that, we're hoping to feature as many female performers on this concert as we can do, but it's not limited. So if you're interested, please contact Stephen or myself, or go to the MGG website and register as a performer.
Also, I might add, Kathy will be the MC that evening.
Kathy will be the MC. Should be really good. I think June 28th, June 26th, something like that.
The 26th.
Yeah, more about that. More about that soon. So I want to say that Dylan was a really big influence on me and my music. That he, to me, was very inspirational on many fronts. I mean, he took traditional folk music and made it meaningful for people of our generation, speaking about the themes and the issues that we were concerned about. And he took a tradition of folk music and infused poetry into it, and a wonderful lyricism that pervades at least the first half of his career. I think he since has become preoccupied with being a rock star, and I'm a little less enthused about his later work, but his earlier work was really instrumental in my own taking up the guitar and writing. So these are two songs, Dylan-type songs. They're not Dylan songs, and they kind of go together. The first is a new song that I wrote as kind of a prequel song to Homeless in America. So I'm going to do these back to back and see if they match. The truth is what you own. We each have our own say. There's blood on the bone, 'cause the country's gone astray. We reach for things we know to help us find our way. Not sure where to go, 'cause the country's gone astray. Country's gone astray, man. Glue come undone. We've lost the ground we're standing on. Lost side, we are one. Captured by our screens, where rumors fly all day. Who knows what to believe, 'cause the country has gone astray. Doctors are suspect. Who cares what judges say? So little respect, 'cause the country has gone astray. Politicians hissing, politicians lie. Leaders are missing, no one wants to try. So it's time to rewrite history, 'cause everything's in play. Revolution's in the air, 'cause the country has gone astray. Hang on. Used to have a landing spot, a place we called home. Used to be there, now it's not. Now we're on our own, homeless in America. Homeless in America. Homeless in America. Hey, is this for real? Used to think that the flag we fly holds all of us. Now I'm asking myself why we're strangers on a bus, homeless in America. Homeless in America. Homeless in America. It's the way that I feel. And I wish it weren't like this. I wish that we could change. Meet up in the middle. Have a frank exchange. But no one talks to no one from the other neighborhood. No one talks, too afraid will be misunderstood. Homeless in America. Homeless in America. Homeless in America. It's my old comfort zone. I used to know my way across this great big land, but now I'm uncertain which way the rivers bend. I used to have an image that my country was all one. One day I woke up and saw my image come undone. Homeless in America. Homeless in America. Homeless in America. I can't find my way home.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That worked great.
That was my favorite Ron Isley song right there.
That it is.
Well done. And we are homeless. Ron Israel, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Thank you, Ron.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi, Fern.
Hi, Fern.
And now again, because time is of the essence, let's check into our final legumes in the peanut gallery. And that would be Marianne Sullivan and Jade. And there's a great shot of Marianne's ceiling.
The corner of Jade's head.
There we
Here now.
That's much better. Hi, Marianne.
Hi.
Hi, Jade.
Hi, Jade.
Hi.
Good to see
We
you
were
guys.
hiding. I was working. Sorry.
That's
Oh,
okay.
that's
You're
okay.
allowed to work.
What's going on?
Not a whole pile. Not a lot. Jade's been sick for a couple of weeks, so
Yeah.
she's getting better.
Yeah, that's it.
Because what, COVID or?
No, some other viral thing, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
You too.
Yeah, though it took like 2 weeks I'm still getting over it.
Yeah, I am too. I call it viral hell.
That's a good good description. Yeah.
Wait, well, you're looking
Viral
real
hell.
good.
That's what I told everybody. I didn't have COVID, I didn't have strep, and I didn't have the flu. I said it's viral hell.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Wow.
Very good.
Sorry about that, Jade.
You know how it is then. Yeah, it was no fun. And I don't know how I got it. I try to be so careful.
Yeah,
Same with you.
I don't know. I think you can like get it from your daily newspaper or something, you know?
Maybe, I don't know. I really try to be careful like you do, and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Well, she also works in the schools, so.
But I always wear a
Oh,
mask,
yeah.
and I'm always doing, I don't know. It upsets me because I don't understand how it happened.
Nobody's safe. Everybody has to be careful. And there's no telling how long this will go on.
No, it's been going on a long time.
Yeah. And
now we got monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Something else to look forward to. Really.
When I saw a picture of that, I almost died.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good, monkeypox, I'll tell you.
No, I don't want to get monkeypox.
No.
And Marianne, how are things going at the center?
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, a lot of changes, but
Yeah,
we're getting there little by little. Yeah,
we're hoping to open the Catbird in August.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it seems so far away though.
I know.
Yeah, but
Somebody called last week. I forget her name now. I think it was James, somebody or other. She's called before to ask if the Catbird was open yet.
Oh
I know
gosh.
it's the same person I talked before and doesn't do Zoom, so, because I offered her the information before, so.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
We'll see, but at least they're still interested, so that's good.
That's good to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So,
we're still planning on having John McHugh co-host it, and if Cowboy Bob can move into his new house by then, we're hoping that he will co-host it as well.
Oh, good. Two
He's,
good ones. Not that everybody else is bad, but two good ones.
Yeah,
Yes,
they'll
indeed.
They'll
Yeah,
be great if they can.
guys you can depend on.
Yeah.
Once everybody gets settled.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
hopefully. It's
Okay,
just,
you
it's
guys.
crazy. We're booked out till July for appointments.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivy's going to have her beak taken care of pretty soon. So.
That's okay, because the checks can do that.
Oh, good. Okay, so I can
Yeah,
call
so we can get you in much quicker, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
I'll call next week.
Stop biting me. All
All
right.
right, guys. Great
Thank
to
you,
see you.
ladies.
Thanks for being
Bye-bye.
here.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Now we've got Judy.
Yes. Let's see what Jody Neal's doing.
There she is.
There she is. Look. Oh, there's a little posy in your hair there.
Oh, very nice.
Very pretty.
All right, now you're unmuted.
All right, folks, give it up for Judy Neal.
So the posy in the hair is in recognition of growing up in Hawaii, which is where I first heard Bob Dylan, since everyone's telling Bob Dylan stories. It was my last year in high school, and friends of mine were going to the Waikiki Amphitheater to hear this guy who wrote the song Blowing in the Wind that Peter, Paul, and Mary did. That's how he was known. He was the songwriter that Peter, Paul, and Mary covered. So we didn't even know who he was. And we were sitting in the cheap seats way up in the grass, and Bob said, "Hey, you in the cheap seats, come down in front. There's this whole area." And I went, "Oh man, that is cool." And I went down, and my friends are like, nah, we just want to sit here and drink. And I sat at his feet for the whole concert and was just so blown away. So that's my Dylan story. So this is a Dylan song that I put slightly different chords to. Let's see. When you're lost in the rain in Juarez, and it's Easter time too, and your gravity fails and negativity don't pull you through. Don't put on any airs when you're down on Rue Morgue Avenue. They got some hungry women there, and they'll really make a mess out of you. Well, if you see St. Annie, please tell her thanks a lot. I cannot move, and my fingers are all in a knot. And I don't have the strength to get up and take another shot. And my best friend, the doctor, won't even say what I've got. Sweet Melinda, the peasants call her goddess of gloom. She speaks good English and invites you up into her room. And you're so kind and careful not to go to her too soon. And then she takes your voice and leaves you howling at the moon. Ah, Up on Housing Project Hill, it's either fortune or fame. just pick one or the other, though neither of them are what they claim. And if you're looking to get silly, you better go back to from where you came. 'Cause the cops don't need you, man, they expect the same. All the authorities, they just stand around and boast how they blackmailed the sergeant at arms into leaving his post, and picking up Angel, who just arrived here from the coast, who looked so fine at first but left looking just like a ghost. Started out on Burgundy, but soon hit the harder stuff. Everybody said they'd stand beside me when the game got rough. But the joke was on me, there was nobody even there to bluff. I'm going back to New York City, I do believe I've had enough.
Wonderful,
Oh,
wonderful
nice.
interpretation of that song. Yeah.
It's Positively 4th Street. Is that the name of that?
Yeah,
Is it?
I think so.
That's not
Tom
positive.
Thumb's Blues. Just
Yeah,
Well, the
that's-
name of the song is just like Tom
Thumb's Blues.
Right, right. Positively 4th Street is you got a lot of nerve to say you are my friend.
Oh, okay.
And this song I wrote just a few days ago, thinking about the past 2 years and being in isolation, and where I feel most peaceful and where the healing comes from. And that's from our garden. So I just loved what Tom did tonight with the garden and the beautiful pictures. And so this is called Lay Your Troubles Down. Walk softly in the garden, close the gate behind you. Here you'll find tranquility. Lay your troubles down. Smell the flowers in the garden. The scent drifts softly on the wind. Hear your spirit gently flies. Lay your troubles down. Hear birds singing in the garden. Hear the song of your own heart. Here you'll find inner peace. Lay your troubles down. Feel your feet on earth in the garden. Feel upon your face. Here you'll find God's own grace. Lay your troubles down. Lay your troubles down.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Oh, I
A
love
lovely,
that.
lovely song. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. That was
Judy
lovely.
Neal, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Fantastic.
All right. And we don't have to go anywhere.
Well, we do. Actually, they're in different rooms.
Oh, okay. Same house, different rooms.
Yeah. No.
Gotta travel.
Yes,
There
it
you
gets
go.
around.
Oh.
All right. And now put your hands together for Ellis Ralph.
Thank you. I had some sound issues. Can you hear me? Hear me okay?
Yes. Yes.
Hear that all right?
Yep.
No, I just to follow up with what Ron was saying. Bob Dylan was. A lot of people thought, "Oh my God, Nobel Prize, that's crazy" and everything, but he was transformative. When I was a boy was when we had to hide under our desk in case the atom bomb went off. We would have drills, and that was such a formative influence on our culture. We all thought any minute it might go off. If you saw a flash, you thought maybe that's it. And that led to the whole 60s thing of screw it, let's just do drugs and have sex because we might be dead tomorrow. It really changed the culture. And Dylan, God bless him, people were talking about everything, and Dylan would laugh at it, which was nobody else was doing that. He would sing these songs making fun of the fallout shelters and making fun of the shotguns and the string beans and everything, and he would say, jump the shotgun, jump the string bean, and just he just made fun of it, and he would say, like, I'm not going down under the ground because somebody let me die in my footsteps, and he was the only person just laughing at it, which was boy, he stood alone doing that. So anyway, I liked Bob too. I haven't done a cover on any open mic. No covers, but with Dylan's birthday, I wish I could do 20 of them. One time ago, a crazy dream come to me. I dreamt I was walking in World War III. I went to the doctor the very next day to see what kind of words he could say. He said it was a bad dream. I wouldn't worry about it none though. Them old dreams is only in your head. I said, hold it, Doc, a world war passed through my brain. He said, nurse, get your pad, the boy's insane. Grabbed my arm, I said, ouch, landed on the psychiatric couch. He said, tell me about it. Well, the whole thing started 3 o'clock fast. It was all over by 1:15. I was down in the sewer with some little lover when I peeped out of the manhole cover, wondering who turned the lights on us. Well, I got up and walked around, up and down the lonesome town. I stood a while wondering which way to go, lit a cigarette on the parking meter and walked on down the road. It was a normal day. I rung the fallout shelter bell, and I leaned my head and I give a yell. I said, give me a string bean, I'm a hungry man. Shotgun fired and away I ran. Couldn't blame them, no. They didn't know me. Down the corner by the hot dog stand, I seen a man. I said, howdy, friend, I guess it's just us two. He screamed a bit and away he flew. Thought I was a communist. I spied me a girl before she could leave. I said, let's go play Adam and Eve. I took her by the hand, my heart was thumping. She pulled away, said, you crazy or something? You know what happened last time they started? I seen me a Cadillac window uptown. There was no one around. I got into the driver's seat and I drove down 42nd Street in my Cadillac. Good car to drive after a war. Well, I remember seeing some ads, so I turned on my Conelrad. But I hadn't paid the Con Ed bill, so the radio didn't work so well. I tried the Victrola. It was Rockaday Johnny singing, tell your ma, tell your pa, our love is gonna grow, ooh-wah, ooh-wah. I was feeling kind of lonesome and blue. I needed someone to talk to. So I called up the operator of time just to hear a voice of some kind. When you hear the beep, it'll be 3 o'clock. She said that for over an hour and I hung up. Well, the doctor interrupted me just about then and said, hey, I've been having the same dreams. But mine were a little bit different, you see. I dreamed the only one left after the war was me. I didn't see you around. Well, now time has passed and now it seems everybody's having them dreams. Everybody sees themselves walking around with no one else. Half the people can be part right all the time. Some of the people can be all right part of the time. But all the people can't be all right all the time. I think Abraham Lincoln said that. I'll let you be in my dream if I can be in yours. I said that.
That's what I needed.
Loved it.
All right.
Fantastic,
Yep.
Ellis. Thank you.
Alright. Let's see if this thing doesn't like to intone when it's capoed like it should. I'm sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. The something I can send you from across the sea, from the place where I'll be landing.
No, there's nothing you can send me, my own true love. There's nothing I'm a wishing to be older. Just carry yourself back to me unspoiled from across that lonesome ocean.
Oh, but I just thought you might want something fine, either silver or of golden, either from the mountains of Madrid, from the coast of Barcelona.
Oh, if I had the stars from the darkest night, or the diamonds from the deepest ocean, I'd forsake them all for your sweet kiss. For that's all I'm a wishing to be owning.
Oh, but I might be gone a long old time, and it's only that I'm asking. Is there something I can send you to remember me by, and make your time more easy passing?
Oh, how can you ask me again? It only brings me sorrow. The same thing I would want today, I would want again tomorrow. Oh, I got a letter on a lonesome day. It was from his ship a sailing, saying I
Don't know when I'll be coming back again.
It depends
on how I'm feeling.
Well, if you, my love, must think that away, I'm sure your mind is a rolling. I'm sure your thoughts are not with me, but with the country to where you're going. So take heed of the western winds, take heed of the stormy weather. And yes, there's something you can send back to me. Spanish boots of Spanish leather.
Nice job.
Bravo.
Really, really
Beautifully
great.
done.
Great set. Loved it.
Oh my.
Thanks, you
Oh
guys.
gosh, yeah, that was it. You know,
That was special.
yeah, Bob and Joan should have done that song together like that.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, that's Judy Neal and Ellis Ralph. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
You know, and Dylan was the poet of our generation. And I can't think of a song I didn't like from the very earliest time. He was so instrumental in the civil rights movement and as a protest singer, and then later on just as an artist, you know. If you haven't heard it yet, the next time you've got 20 minutes or so, you can check out his last single, I Contain Multitudes. And it's just amazing, and it's awful long, but it's worth it.
It's really good.
All right, moving right along.
Move on to Phil.
Yep, we got Phil Hunt and Rich Barrett maybe, and Freddie Kay, and then we're going home.
No,
wait, we're already home.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right. All right, ladies and germs, it's Phil Hunt.
As some of you who hiked with me today know, I've been having these on again, off again coughs, so I don't know to what degree that's going to affect my my performance tonight. But it's certainly true that a lot of guys in the 60s picked up guitars, and Bob Dylan was really instrumental in that. Get it?
We get it.
Oh, good, good. I know you got it. Bob and I were talking about this song today, and it's an Ian Tyson song, not a very well-known one, and it was on they switched labels a couple of times, but they came out with some albums on Columbia in the early 70s, and this was on one of them. It's called Barney. Yesterday morning, the snow came at last. Cattle all came down from the hill. Barney, he's been crippled for quite a long while now. His old legs stiffened back with the chill. Since coming up from Texas, he's been owned by many. He's been rodeoed and rode all around. So to bury him quickly, for the ground got too hard. That morning I put Barney down. We walked up the hill, dead brown grass, Barney the rifle, and I. And tying him quickly, I took aim and I fired, in the hopes he'd feel nothing and die. But with a heart such as he had, he clung so to life, bust his halter and staggered away. He was coughing in his blood, still struggling to stand. He pushed forward and died where he lay. Drove into town, I started to cry, where no one could see or could hear. And and the sadness swept through me as I stared through my tears at rush hours on coming glare. And I wept for my seasons of youth past and done, and for things I thought I'd forgot. But mostly I wept for an honest brown horse who gave me much more than he got. Bonnie.
Oh, great song.
Thank you.
You're, yeah, I know how you feel. This is not a deal breaker, but your guitar is kind of loud.
It's way louder than your voice.
We could still hear your words and everything, but
Huh.
it's not plugged in, right?
That's right. Neither am
Maybe
I.
you could raise up the microphone some, put it on a book,
Yeah.
or not.
No hassle. No hassle.
Screw it.
No, it might be that this virus, whatever it is affected my ability to make much volume. But anyway,
I don't think so.
No, you're good. You're good.
One thing you can do is slant your guitar a little bit away from the computer, and it'll be not quite as loud.
Right.
I mean sideways. Exactly.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm impressed that you can still get that behind your head.
Yeah.
Then I'll pour lighter fluid on it and
Yeah.
do all that cool stuff. Another great Western songwriter is John Edwards, and this is a piece of his called "Coyote" that I learned from Joe Johnson, who's a great singer out in Colorado Springs. Coyotes. There's a cowboy I knew in South Texas. His face was burnt deep by the sun. Part history, part sage, part mesquite. He was there when Pancho Villa was young. And he'd tell tales of the old days when the country was wild all around. Sit under the stars of the Milky Way. Listen to the coyotes howl. And the drovers are gone, the longhorns are gone, the outlaws are gone, the Comanches are gone, Sam Bass is gone, Geronimo's gone, the red wolf is gone, the lion is gone. He'd curse the roads and the oil men. He'd curse the automobiles. This is no land for an old hombre like I am in this new age of asphalt and steel. He'd stare off into the distance to a place nobody could see. Say the only thing left of the old days is them damned old coyotes and me. Are gone, the drovers are gone, the outlaws are gone, the Comanches are gone, Quanah is gone, Standwaty is gone, the red wolf is gone, the lion is gone. One morning we searched his adobe. He'd left without saying a word. That night as the moon crossed the mountains, one more coyote was heard.
great song.
Ah, very nice.
I love the way you do that song.
Yeah, that was great.
That's Phil Hunt, folks.
Hey, Phil. Thank you, Phil.
Damn. All
Nice
right.
to meet you.
Hope you're feeling better. Mike Delaney, are you still with us? Mike? Mike?
Yeah, I'm here.
You are. When is the next ROM? The next Rosendale Open
Monday.
Monday. And
Monday.
how
We,
can
st-
people
we still
get
have
to
some
it?
slots left. So you can go to rosendaleopenmic.org and there's a link on the homepage to the sign up genius. And or you can send me an email, mike@mikedelaney.org, and I'll send you the link
Outstanding.
and put you on our newsletter mailing list if you're not already on it.
Nice.
Good deal.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad you're still here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're up late tonight.
Well, this is about my bedtime, but we're getting close to the end of the list, so I thought I'd stick around.
Cool.
Thanks for that.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike.
All right, Mike Delaney. And Rich Barrett, we're going to have to send him a wedgie in the mail, right?
That's right.
Okay.
No. Got no.
Because,
No,
that's
Rich.
what happens. The first time you show up without a note, you are publicly humiliated. The second time you get a noogie, and the third time you get a wedgie. So, and now look, this gentleman is in the dark.
Yeah.
Where are you, Freddie?
I'm at a church
Oh, well, that's appropriate.
in Mattapan,
All right.
Mattapan. So fittingly so, I'm going to do Knocking on Heaven's Door.
All right. First, let me introduce you. This guy, the founder and director of the Freddie K. Christian Action Fellowship, who helps people that everybody else has given up on, people with drug problems, alcohol problems, all kinds of problems. And he does it for free, and I love him dearly. And give it up for Freddie K.
Thank you. What can be said about Bob Dylan? He's one of the man. He gives a fuck and then he really does it. Third verse, I'm going to ad-lib something I wrote. My take this badge off my head. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Mama, I buried my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. Long dark cloud man be coming round. I sure as hell must be knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. ladies, they wander in the street, picking through garbage, looking for something to eat. And the brothers that waving the white flag in defeat. I sure as hell must be knocking out. Oh, heaven, no. Wow, wow, wow. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I sure as hell must be knocking on heaven's door. Oh, oh,
Nice.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah. Good choice, Jay.
Bada bing, bada boom, boom. Famous words of Andrew Dice Potty Mouth Clay. The song's Ascending. I'm ascending into darkness here, I guess. Please tell me why I should hang on. Seems to be no love left in the air. No one left to care. It's getting very hard to breathe. The world's caving in on me. Am I just feeling? Very strong wind, like a weeping willow bending. I'll stand up straight again. Or am I like the oak, so steadfast and stern? I stand up to anything till I crack and I burn, till I break and I burn, till I crack and I burn, till I break and I burn, till I crack and I burn. Please tell me why I should hang on. There must be love, a little love left to give. Maybe I can get a little if I can live and let live. Yeah, there's a little strength in every story told, and I believe love never gets old. Guess we just work our lives away. Wake up one day, sore and crippled, old and gray. Try to find a love, seems to try to go astray. We're fending off the wolves, trying to keep the wolves at bay. Try not to get buried while I'm still alive. Try to keep the child in me full of love and open eyes. And if you find me ascending up into open skies, try not to shoot me down or be too surprised. You try not to get buried while you're still alive. Try to keep the child in you full of love and open eyes. And if I find you ascending up into open skies, I promise not to shoot you down or be too surprised. keys. Tell me why I should hang on.
Because we need you, brother.
Yeah.
That's why.
Hang on, brother.
Yeah, great sound effects in the light show there too.
Yeah, there was police going by. And
Yeah,
we're all Mattapanish.
It's so perfect. It's the way it is in Mattapan.
Yeah, it's like you were making a video.
All right. Thank you, Freddie K.
Yeah, Freddie. Awesome, Freddie.
All right. So, by the way, next week, the Monday after next Saturday is Memorial Day. So let's think about remembering people that have fought and died for our freedom. And also tomorrow, don't forget Musicians for the Greater Good's benefit to prevent violence against Indigenous women. And you can check it out. You people that are playing, of course, know how to get there. If you just want to watch and listen, you can go to the Musicians for the Greater Good website or the Musicians for the Greater Good the Facebook page, and there'll be a link there to get onto the Musicians for the Greater Good YouTube channel. So it's the Musicians for the Greater Good world. And then, of course, Monday is the Rosendale Open Mic, and we hope to see you there. And, you know, as the Lakota say, Pilamiaye, thank you. Mitakoye Uyasi, we are all related. And Wakantan Kanishiyun, may the Great Spirit walk with you.
Thank you all. Have a great night. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, everybody.
You guys are great.
Okay, have a great week, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Kathy.
Bye-bye.
Good night, all.
David, Kathy.
Love you all.
Be safe, everybody.
Hello, Peter. Good night. Stay cool. Bye.
Thanks, Stephen and Kathy.
You're
Good night,
welcome.
Bob.